explain what the word dope means?
Dope.
Dope.
Dope. Dope. Dope.
Dope.
Dope.
Dope.
Dope.
It's just dope.
At this point, we have migraines on the list. We have chronic pain on the list. I think even is menstrual cramps on the list now?
I didn't see that. I didn't see that. On
Okay, but chronic pain and migraines, like literally, or PTSD.
Yeah.
Anybody, and especially as it looks like everybody on this thing is all Black women. We can all get qualified for chronic pain, migraines, or PTSD. Trust me on this.
Yes.
And it is well worth the money if you are going to be going to the dispensary. And I'm not here, I like to make this very clear. I ain't got no ownership interest in nobody's dispensary. I don't get no money for telling people to go to the dispensary. And if I'm being 100% honest, I don't even go to the dispensary myself. But when it comes to the things that we are talking about, when I'm giving my classes, I'm talking about using concentrates. I'm talking about using RSO. I'm not just talking about using cannabis flower, which, part of the reason why I don't necessarily have to go to a dispensary is because I have access to some pretty good cannabis flower and I just don't need to do that. But when I need to make edibles, or if I'm trying to make a topical, if I'm trying to make some salve from my granny and her hips and her arthritis and all that things, I need and I want and I go for RSO or a concentrate because they cost more initially. It seems like they cost more, but you're getting so much more bang for your buck out of that than you would be flour. And so the main reason why I even do these classes and why I'm even willing to offer them for $10 or whatever is because I want people to know, what they could be getting and why they would want to get that versus what you just already know about. And I know on our last class, or maybe no, it was an infused edibles class that I was teaching, and I was talking about RSO and concentrates and doing your infusions and making your edibles with that. And I had a patient who was in the class and she's like, oh, I never even thought about that. And she was an older patient, right? And so a lot of times people are just more familiar with flour. Right? And they don't know what an RSO is, and they hear about a concentrate or a shatter or a butter or whatever, or a dab, and they're just like, But there's so much more you can use those things for, and you get so much more for your money, right? It doesn't make sense. If you going into a dispensary and you buying an eighth of flour and you buying some Mary's medicinal salve, whatever you paying for Mary's medicinal salve and that eighth of weed, you could have got your eighth and some RSO or just some RSO and accomplished your same goals. Or if you're getting some gummies and some salve, or you know what I'm saying, some oil and some this, if you know what to buy, you can buy that stuff, buy that material that, if you think about it as a raw ingredient, you can buy that there and you can make your own stuff, right? And you can make it as strong or as weak or whatever as you want it to be, and really just kind of take control over your own wellness, but then also over your own dollars.